Hi everyone, I'm Barry Stagner and this is his channel Newsbreak. North Korea said leader Kim Jong Un supervised a live-fire demonstration of newly developed short-range ballistic missiles intended to send a warning to the United States and South Korea over their joint military exercises. The official Korean Central News Agency said two missiles launched from a western airfield flew across the country and over the area surrounding the capital, Pyongyang, before accurately hitting an island target off its eastern coast. Its 4 rounds of weapons demonstrations in 2 weeks come during a stalemate in nuclear negotiations and after President Donald Trump repeatedly dismissed the significance of the test, even though the weapons show North Korea's ability to strike at U.S. allies, South Korea, and Japan, and its own military bases there. Experts say Trump's downplaying of the North's weapons displays allowed the country more room to advance its capabilities and build leverage ahead of negotiations, which could resume sometime after the end of the Allies' drills later this month. Kim expressed satisfaction and said the launches would send an appropriate level of warning to the military exercises between the U.S. and South Korea that began last Monday, the report said. Seoul's Joint Chiefs of Staff said the projectiles traveled about 279 miles, reaching an altitude of 23 miles before landing in waters off the country's eastern coast. The Tri-County Health Department confirms plague-infected fleas have been infecting and killing prairie dogs at numerous areas in Commerce City, Colorado. The plague had forced the cancellation of a rescheduled 4th of July fireworks show for the city. And the Rocky Mountain Arsenal National Wildlife Refuge, Commerce City, opens its spaces and parking areas at Dick's Sporting Goods have been closed while crews treat the area. It is getting very serious. That's why we're out here today. Gilbert Cazier is with the Tri-County Health Department and stated, "We're assessing the situation, we're posting signs, and we're also dusting some of the holes with insecticide to try and prevent flea transmission." The concern is that fleas carrying the plague have begun infecting and killing a prairie dog colony just north of Dick's Sporting Goods Park. I would just remind people just to be cautious of where they are. Protect yourself, wear the insect repellent, be mindful of your pets, keep them on leashes, and he says if you do have symptoms, you should visit your doctor immediately for treatment. UK companies are getting ready for a no-deal Brexit, even though the new Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, has indicated he would try to renegotiate the withdrawal agreement with the European Union. At the same time, Johnson has stressed that the United Kingdom would have to leave by October 31st, whatever the circumstances are. And Brussels has reiterated it does not want to reopen negotiations on the withdrawal deal. Johnson himself remarked in his first speech in the Parliament as Prime Minister that the United Kingdom was not as ready as it should be. At the moment, no import or export tariffs are imposed on most goods trading inside the bloc. If the UK leaves without a deal, it will have to use the World Trade Organization rules for its trade with the European Union. This could mean a return to tariffs and customs checks, slowing down trade. The government before Johnson suggested cutting up to 87% of import tariffs in case of a no-deal Brexit to protect their consumers. However, zero tariffs on imports would make it difficult for UK businesses to compete and might undermine the country's position at future trade negotiations. Well, we do know during the last days that there is going to be a system that is employed by the Antichrist to control all commerce around the world, and the mechanisms and movements are already in place today, giving us today's reminder to keep looking up.